lasting a little part of a puck. He's gonna have Quelling Blade, and as a melee hero, you have, especially as a melee hero who can afford to stand replay for a little bit without having to worry about his health, you have an inherent advantage up against heroes in the last hit department because you don't have this projectile travel time.
Yep, and you can't have something like a Quelling Blade. Well, you can, it's just not going to be nearly as good.
You can, it's just stupid.
We're not going to call it that.
It's the truth.
We're not going to judge him too heavily for it. Alright. I'm just saying, next team I'm working with, I'm going to tell them to go Quelling Blade mid with a ranged hero.
God.
Right.
Everyone beware, guys. Do not trust this coach.
Public enemy number 1.
Gonna have pictures of you all over the internet. You know, just this man offered to coach you?
Jeez, it's like another guy I know with some crazy ideas. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Timbersaw banned out here. I think that's a little bit weird for them to ban. Maybe they're afraid of them running puck in the off lane, Timbersaw in the mid. I think Timbersaw's a lot stronger of a mid laner than he is off at the moment. Just due to his ability to dive the mid tower and completely dominate, get the enemies out of lane. Once he's like level 5, I think, yeah, he can just dive under the tower. Once he's level 7, he can go under tier 3s.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can definitely see that. Like we've all seen Timbersaws that just go absolutely ham, that are just unkillable with 10 and 15 minute mark. Without an alpha, right? Yeah, I mean, you can run the puck off lane, as you said.
10
Find
seconds
someone
remaining.
else. Maybe with the Dragon Knight perhaps a little bit better in mid.
5 seconds remaining.
They also have Dazzle to contend with, somehow making it all the way through the last phase here.
Yeah, try telling this to Dragon Drop of like 3 or 4 days ago that Dazzle would get through to the last pick. But I mean, a lot of heroes have been buffed. Dazzle, however, has been nerfed. They nerfed mana cost and the cast range was healing wave. That's gotta be it. I'm a genius.
900. You are correct.
Alright, I'm a genius, it's fine. So, last pick coming out here from Alpha Reds. What are you thinking? Initiator?
Yes. See? Perfect Initiator. He just walks in.
Just walks in. A lot of people have been talking about this that I've been working with. Razor has they reworked his E a little while ago, right? It's getting more and more popularity at the moment. If you can use that just right in mid lane, it becomes insanely hard to last hit against him, or even stand in the lane against him, because before, the main thing you had to worry about was his W, his link. So he's been given a second tool now, which is really scary and makes so you have to keep away from him. It's actually a lot of damage. 120 every 3 seconds, I believe, at max level. And it starts at half that.
It is pretty interesting to see that work out, because normally you would have said, right, it's great, free damage, etc., etc., but it also pushes the. But I don't know, apparently that seems to be worth it in certain clips. Certainly, up against a Dragon Knight should be working out quite well if they end up running it that way.
I really like the set Dindy has. It looks so cool. I really wish the default sets looked that nice. Look at that stuff.
Thought you weren't one
You're not
who's gushing at the sets all that much.
I'm not. than it was a couple of years ago now. I mean, the thing I think had faster movement speed. Did it last a little bit longer? And it had way bigger AoE and flying vision, right?
I'm trusting you there.
I'm making up the flying vision part, I think.
Oh, Skewer! Oh, he actually got it! Zephyr,
alright.
What a guy.
He's a god. This is probably going to be the best Magnus that we've ever seen. Unfortunately, this does mean that you have Skewer instead of Empower for the start of the laning phase.
Yeah. Still have 61 damage. Not the end of the world, especially for help. And actually, that's this more interesting party that actually making this rotation. Putting the Dazzle in mid. Just to avoid this Razor matchup, and they're also adjusting by a little bit.
Yeah, that's a really good call. I mean, by both teams to put that Dazzle in mid lane instead of the instead of the Dragonite was a good call there. Even though they pulled in the tangos and whatnot, though.
You were back in the tower.
Oh god, they skew him into the tower.
It needs a tree. She'll be fine, but it tanks a whole lot of damage. It's the one thing.
Fingers, so.
Yeah, it's the one thing that you can do if you have Skewer, to skewer them under the tower. Beyond that, if support Magnus can feel kind of useless. But so far, so good.
Stolen one bounty rune, forced a bunch of regen used, so he's not doing too bad.
Solotech is back in mid now. Did I miss something? He was walking all the way towards bottom.
And maybe his team said no as he started to walk down there.
Lost so much time though.
Yeah, I think he lost like half a creep wave. I don't think it was a full creep wave. When we saw that little engagement top, he already started to go back down bottom.
Here comes an experiment. Started to maybe fall behind a little bit and lost it. Leander gets beauties. If he gets on bottom. Ooh.
Yeah, yikes, not going so good for him.
So, what do you make of this Juggernaut now, as that off-lane's one position kind of...
I think it feels a little bit weird. I'm not sure that he's that suited to be in off-lane. He's not really a one position, I'd say, given the fact that they pulled Dendy the Tangos. But they might be doing kind of that thing that I say Liquid does, where every one of their core players is just so good at the game that they're all kind of core. It doesn't matter who you shut down, because they'll just send another hero online, and then that hero will stomp the game. So I think whoever they try and Chronosphere this game, they're going to have a different answer to, because you can only Chrono and kill one guy with the Faceless Void, unless you're super farmed, but kind of forces him to choose a target. So they're not putting all their eggs in one basket for the Faceless Void to take down, which I think is a pretty good strategy here.
Rubik here, boom. He's got himself an Invis rune, he was hoping for a courier. Now, this is Q on the tower again. Lumian is actually right there with the Poison Touch level 2, a couple of right clicks. Should secure this kill, but with the lift away. Could be able to just walk it off. Boots already on this Rubik. So.
Yeah, I mean, normally we don't see boots come out this fast by supports, but look, it was a good call here because that got him away from death. Yeah, meanwhile he thinks, okay, well, I messed up going mid. I'm staying top with you, Faceless Void.
Like he does need that support. 10 and 3 to 17 and 2 of this Dragonite. Because both of them have Quarter Blade, both of them are melee, but Dragonite, you do have the Brave Fire that can take away some of that damage from your opponent.
And will secure some last hits at the same time. And Rubik's not doing a whole lot harassing him. I mean, the Dragon Blood doing its work. Like you said at the start of the game, he's just a big dumb guy who can stand there and take the harass.
It's true, not only in mid, but also in the second. One issue is that he's been pushing it quite a bit, so there's a lot of free experience coming the way, but Zephyr? I would say he's trying to fix it, but it's only a single pull that he's making.
Meanwhile, we see some action here in the mid.
On your Solotech? If we don't keep doing this here, Poison Touch kept alive here, now Skewer across. Keep doing it, a lot of damage being stolen, and Zephyr actually almost dying as a result, but first part secured by 107.
He didn't need to do that.
He's the captain.
He goes in there. Yeah, secures that last hit.
Down bottom.
He can get away with it.
Punching Mushi a bit here. With no support, he has to be a lot more defensive.
Yep. Yeah, and look at the power of this natural order as well as the astral spirit. He's just able to punch with the Dragon Knight, who's got crazy base attack time and blade dance. I really love natural order and astral spirit together at the start of the game. A lot of people run that Echo Stomp build, but in certain lanes, like if you're up against an Ogre Magi or something, that hero does not feel tanky anymore if you're up against an Elder Titan with astral spirit and natural order.
So he's never gonna stomp a Juggernaut, right? So
yeah, exactly. So why not just take the tools to harass him? I want to talk a little bit more about that mid lane play that Dazzle made just a moment ago when he killed Razor. Moonmeander was super calm over there at the top rune. He just kept getting a click or two off on the Razor, turned around, even though he's getting hit up with that static link, and then his teammates came in. The main reason they got the kill is because he sustained that poison touch.
So again, Nightmare taken off though, a couple of rockets, skewer forward, now boom, also making his way in, does have to lift available, but still not enough to save Solitude there. Zephyr almost dying, but not quite. Successful rotation from both supports.
Yep. So they've come in and they've helped in the mid lane twice now, so Razor not having a good time, and that could lead to some problems, or him not getting as online as he wants to be in that mid game with the hero, like you were talking about.
Having a lot of stacks already. Jungle, so once power gets going, either DK or probably Mushi here. Decide to rotate him out of bottom lane. But no, it's doing well enough. Right up there with in terms of CS with the puck.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But Dragon Knight and Juggernaut here at the top.
Skywalk available here, and there's some help coming in, but Nightmare slows down the Elder Titan. Then they skip a couple of clicks up on the tower, and now the stun over on the ET. He's on level 2 actually, he's dead. Oh my. Indeed. And Young Boy, well, he's been trying to fight, but it's not really something he can do at this stage.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Aggressive fortify, meanwhile, from Tigers here. I mean, they realize they have the catapult wave, they have the corrosive breath and the Dragon Knight. They want to harass this tower down. They take this as early as possible.
There's going to be another time walk in a second, and it's going to use it to go up north. Boom, going down south, but he'll be tracked down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Couple's still alive, tower's almost dead, and Benny happy to tank up the tower just a little bit more. What are you doing, my friend? Just gonna stick out to the... He is.
Oh no.
Why do you keep going in
middle tower is
one by one like that when there's 4 people on that side?
I mean, I guess it's just a panic scenario, right? I mean, you think, okay, we lose a tower this early, we're in a really bad spot. We want to kind of control the tempo of this game. Again, they've got multiple answers for the Faceless Void. You can't take them all down. And you're 3k up at 7 minutes right now for Tigers. I mean, you're doing pretty damn good. 3 of the 4 heroes, sorry, at the top of the CS chart for Tigers. That's not where you want to be.
The other one who's still doing well is this puck, but how much can he actually do on this hero, even with 3
tower is under attack.
Well, looks like a lot of damage with his illusionary orb, but healing ward is kind of going to negate that, so Mushi feeling pretty healthy still. And he gets his first couple of items now, so he's sending out his power treads in a moment once the carrier is ready. Moonmeander just farming up the jungle with his illusions, deal bombing with them. Look at that efficiency drag and drop.
Good. Very close to that Necrobook.
He's gonna do it again.
Feels so good playing it like that. Leaving cams with poison touch.
Yeah. Any Dota player knows that good feeling of just clearing an entire creep wave or like a multi-stacked camp at once with a nuke.
Only 300 gold away now from that Necrobook, so you don't actually have to have an illusion rune to be very effective with that Shadow Wave. Also poison touch, meanwhile the bottom rotation in to find stun on the puck, to burst him down before he can get a chance to get the hell out. The Nightmare then drop the TP from the Rubik, so boom, not long for the whole dive, even takes the Omni Slash, just for good measure.
I will not.
Yep. Hey, guess what? Another Dragon Knight, another ultimate from him. Creep wave coming, not catapult this time, but they can still do some damage here.
Yep. I mean, they've got the corrosive breath. He's just gonna nuke down this creep wave here. Come on, Dendy, do it. Alright, he's making me look like an idiot. That's fine. Anyways, He does have the corrosive breath right now, so they just took the tower top in pretty short order. They want to take this one down here in the bottom lane as well. And I don't think they'll be able to take it like right away, but I think he'll get it to half health here before they're forced to get back.
Single TP one from 1437 was also enough to save top towers. Is get a bit of free clearance there, but in mid, this is where the Radiant forces are able to actually run down Zephyr. That's on 4 heroes showing up, so...
Is under attack.
And that actually puts them on the scoreboard. Before that, they hadn't had a kill, so I think they were feeling pretty desperate. That's why they've got all of their cores in one lane.
They got the tower, but they smoked under an observer ward, so this should have been scouted out. The question is, are they actually reacting Moongander to the haste rune? It doesn't make you invincible.
They don't. They want to.
That. Just hanging around here. Maybe
they know if they're smoked though. He's got to be. That's why he's positioned like that.
Sure,
I don't think Denny tanky enough though.
Yeah, still 2 points up in the direction, but he's still walking. But 4 heroes there. Gonna walk away from that.
Under attack.
Alright, you gotta wonder a little bit why. They don't get this tower here at the bottom either. I think maybe they were trying to buy some time, get extra damage there with the catapult in bottom lane, but I'd say that's not worth it given the momentum Tigers currently have. It's not really worth giving up Dendy, who's your highest net worth hero at the moment.
The question is whether they can outright bomb the Mushi with the power starting to get going. Level 3. You also have the catapults, you have the necro creeps, so repairing that particular issue. Being down mid tower is kind of awkward.
But they don't want to go too far or too deep here, so they get back now, retreat to their jungle, and they did this with the last tower too. They didn't manage to get bottom, but quickly take the tower, head back in the jungle, farm their next item, and then push again. And they're really feeling the pressure here on Alpha.
Look what Rubik got though. Boom, he got the Empower. Immediately the beeline over towards the Faceless Void.
Yeah. And the young boy is a very happy young boy right now. And we're talking about that in the drafting phase. If Rubik manages to steal Empower, then Faceless Void is going to be extremely happy, and so he's going to town here, farming these creeps as quickly as he can in the jungle. Rubik here, forced to kind of delay the Dragon Knight's push. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do a whole lot though, because he's got Elder Dragon form. If he wanted to, he could just push down this tower right now, but I think he's afraid of TP rotations coming in from the other team and getting the die off on the tower, because they need all the gold they can get if they're able to.
Thing is though, even with the Empower on the Void, big difference is that Mushi, he's been able to farm up a couple of these stacks as well. Like, they never really stopped getting that going as much as they possibly can. So, there's even yet another one on top cam next to the lane, which might actually be taken over
Radiant's
by
bottom
Alpha Red
tower
right
is under
now.
attack.
To bring the entire team up north.
Radiant's bottom tower
The tier 1 for tier 2, or tier 1 for tier 1 stay for the time being. The Tigers, they have no reason to stop here, do they? They didn't even have to commit the Dragon form for the tier 1.
Yeah, and they're going to commit the Dragon form down here, I think, along with this Necro book that the Dazzle has. So this tier 2 is going to go down in short order, and it's going to be exactly what you originally said. Tier 1 for tier 2. Plus tier 1 bonus.
Yes. This is a pushing power that we're talking about, and this is not something that Alpha Red can really engage into. One TP in from Razor. It's not going to be enough though. Look at this, Unix. Oh, 27. I don't know what Unix stands for, but he finds the Nightmare just to keep them away. They also know that more TPs likely to can walk away. TP up tall. Look at Fearless here. Dodges that Poison Touch.
That was the right call there by Alpha Red, so it's some good game sense by them to know that, okay, well, if we try and take this tier 1 at the moment, we're going to lose our tier 2. We're going to have even less map control. And they've got huge pushing power right now, so we don't want to give that much up. They want to get a couple more levels on the Pug, get a couple more levels on the Rubik, and then have that ability to throw out their spells on creep waves. Kind of stop the enemies from breaking that high ground.
Is there any way that Alpha Red can get more proactive? Try and use the Courier to their advantage at some point?
I just don't think they have enough damage in the Chronosphere, especially with some of the save that you have here from Tigers. I mean, you have the Nightmare from the Bane, you have the heals in the Shallow Grave from the Dazzle, so without a huge amount of damage or really good position, or bad positioning on the part of Tigers, Chronosphere is not going to be that useful at the moment.
They even have level 6 on Elephant Titan. Don't even have the Dust Splitter to throw in.
Yeah, it pretty feels bad at the moment.
Dire's top tower is
He hasn't had
under
the chance to
attack.
yaps or any lanes yet, but walking into top, standing behind this puck. He's got 2 points into the Echo Stomp now,
Dire's
so
top tower has fallen.
I think that was a good choice. I mean, he did go kind of aggressive in the natural order first, but he realized, okay, in a losing game, Echo Stomp, a couple points in that sleep can help turn around team fights and can help us disengage the enemies.
Well,
I'll take that.
result is Tigers still holding all the cards here in this game. Push down bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower
already with the
under
mana style.
attack.
15 minutes in. Top of the treads here on this Juggernaut. How this is going. Proving to be very valuable indeed. And
Oh, yeah.
two. All smoked out. They want to fight this one.
Radiant's bottom
But they're
tower.
not fast enough, and now they can't do anything anymore.
Fearless. They actually saw him here, Zephyr. Cannot quite get control of. To find a stun here that bursts him down before anything can happen. Meanwhile, in the back, 1 for 3-7 kept the entire rest of Alpha Red alive, but it's still being saved by Moomiander. What a play.
And Downey,
Alpha Red, they
was-
tried. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna TP in, I'm gonna initiate with my blink, says the puck, and then they find him instead. 1 for 3-7 just somehow survives, taking the attention away from the rest of the team.
yeah, the whole team went on him there too. Heals up with Brand Tap, heals up with that Shadow Wave from the Dazzle, then he gets the Shallow Grave on him as well. The fact that he managed to survive all 5 heroes going on him is insane there. That's the save I was talking about. Faceless Void throws out that Chronosphere, and if you don't get anybody, well, suddenly one of your best teamfight abilities are on cooldown. You have to just sit in your base until it's off. I mean, one of the things that's stopping Tigers from going too aggressive right now is the threat of Chronosphere. But they can't do a whole lot with the threat. They just kind of have to hold it like nuclear launch codes, so to speak.
At this point, it's nuclear launch codes for an empty missile silo.
Yeah. We got something in the silo, I swear. Just don't test us.
Yeah. Oof. See if they can fix it soon. I mean, they've got, finally, at level 6 on the yellow type. One big potential nuke. Thrown in. It's, just so much threat coming in from Tigers here. They know that they have the upper hand.
Under attack.
They're gonna milk it for all it's worth. I mean, they're taking over the Radiant side jungle, making it harder for Alpha Red to farm in the first place, and meanwhile pushing out 1 or 2 lanes. Ghana though, how much being drained from Solotech? Now, here next, so 1 for 3-7 coming on the side, bit of a stomp, isolating him. Meanwhile, it's still trying to bring down Rumi, and still, just didn't get the Shadow Wave off because the side's been on triple up. Then he says, follow up with Mushi, ready with the Omni Slash, taking down 1, taking down 2, and the Fiend Script over. There's a Chronosphere to interrupt it, but where's the damage? It's not there. The stun in from Danny to interrupt him a little bit as they burst down the park. More and more buybacks coming through though as they finally start to cut through more and more heroes on the side of Tigers, but not Dandy, not fast anyway, as Elder Titan also goes down. The rest of Alpha Red healing themselves up on the shrine as Tigers said, alright, if you're gonna buy back, well, we're just gonna walk away and you're only gonna get 2 of us.
Yeah, that was insane there, though. The play from Tigers there against Alpha Reds. You forced all those buybacks. You outplayed them in the team fight. You got the stun off on the Faceless Void into his Chronosphere from the Dragon Knight. And yeah, they lost gold there, even though, despite how far behind and how comeback gold works, they still came out like 1,300 gold behind in that team fight. And that was beside the shrine where they could all TP into, and they could all buy back and TP into, then activate.
4 of them died, 3 of them bought back. I mean, this early on, they don't cost all that much, but it still adds up. And you only get 2. I mean, sure, Dazzle taking him down is nice, but not like they had any big killing sprees either, or any big kill streaks to take away. So it's...
Dire's bottom tower is under
I mean,
attack.
what's to stop Tigers from just going in again once all the cooldowns are up and ready?
Absolutely nothing, and then they have that added respawn time on the 3 of the heroes that they bought back on. So if they manage to get taken down near their base, despite what would normally be pretty fast respawn time, they're just going to lose their base. They're going to lose the next set of bracks if they lose a team fight on that side of the map.
What is now plus 25 flat?
Yeah, plus 25 flat extra respawn time.
It's quite a lot this early on.
And those buybacks run 3 heroes that you want to keep alive to be able to spam with that creep wave. Rubik, Puck, and Razor.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Be ready to go in a couple of seconds. Same for the Omni Slash. Also looking towards that Skadi, which is
Dire's top
ridiculous to
tower
think
is
about.
under
It's
attack.
20 minutes in. He has Juggernaut has 2 extra ultimate orbs. He had 12k net worth in total. It's just the power of the Empower.
I get it.
Nice.
Anyways,
You're smart. That's why they call you smart guy now.
they do call me smart guy now. 12.5k net worth on him there. So, I think at this point, Tigers want to start thinking about Roshan. You do have decent tools inside the pit to be able to take a fight there, which is a little bit scary, but you're starting to come far enough ahead that the enemies aren't really able to contest you, even with all those tools. So we'll see. They're grouped up at the moment, so they might go for a smoke play or something like that.
Have any available?
Yep. On the Bane.
The Blink Deck on Zephyr. With the Guardian Greaves recipe and Snap completed in his inventory. It's not just Mushi uses for tab item-wise, just the rest of his team as well.
Radiant are scanning.
Yep, you're hitting a lot of timings at once right here. And you're just about to get the Skadi and the Juggernaut, so you see a huge power spike from their team. Skadi, Blink Dagger, Guardian Greaves, all hit at the same time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It feels like it's going to be impossible to beat right now. Sure, they have all the spells, but it's one thing they're not worried about. Like, where's the damage going to come from?
Radiant's
Void
top
doesn't
tower is
have
under attack.
damage items, really. Politic, if he steals a lot and then stays alive long enough in these fights, maybe,
Radiant
but even then,
structures are fortified.
Right, here they come.
Tower is under
you're
attack.
gonna have to try. More forward Chronosphere, but the spin was already there. Taking some damage from the Juggernaut here. Instead, comes with the shake up, just gonna try and walk away. Well, we'll see. Mushi, he's walking. Defensive Nightmare being used. Maybe aggressively, I have no idea. The Shadow Grave keep him safe, and Mushi's still alive. Everyone else slept up, but they cannot follow him through the rest of Tigers. Puck dies in turn. Omni Slash over on Young Boy, who is in this actually with the Shadow Blade interrupts that. So I'll take someone fine to take you out on the left. They somehow get away with only losing Puck there, but now they can't fight at all. They've used all their spells, and they take a single kill.
Dire's middle tower.
Yep, and the Puck is down, so this is their chance to take Roshan, I think. They could have seen what they do there with the catapult in the top tower, but they're going to go for the safer play there. Also, even though this Juggernaut did use Omni Slash, it didn't matter a whole lot, because they're looking at his damage in that team fight, and he had 5 damage left over after that Razor Link.
How was that?
Yeah, watch out for those, what is it, like 8 or 9 critical strikes.
I mean, with the Empower, you get what?
Yeah, I'm talking with the Empower as well.
Wow.
But yeah,
How gives you 40% extra, so if you have 5 damage,
Dire are
you do
scanning.
7 damage. And you're clean. Imagine that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So, the world's least terrifying Omni Slash.
Pretty much. Anyway, they got Roshan. They're gonna... Yeah, they're drawing the line like... Hey, dude, stop walking.
Yeah, you're making your way over here. Get on over there.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Alright, young boy, yeah, I think you revealed his Shadow Blade in that last team fight there. Everything else, yeah, you haven't really gotten a whole lot of items. You got Boost of Travel now on Puck, and he kind of wants to move around the map as quickly as possible. Spam with his creep wave, stop some of the aggression here from the enemy team and buy some time. But I think the only thing you're doing, buying time, is just falling further and further behind here. 13k net worth up now, Tigers.
I don't know, man.
Dire's top
Little
tower
plus
is under
still gives them
attack.
3%. Sure how feasible that's even
Radiant's
that's
bottom
gonna be.
tower is under
They're
attack.
doing a good job trying to keep at least one of these lanes pushed out, but Meander already up here to deal with that. Heal is still hanging around though. That's the one thorn that they're able to push in Tiger's side right now, but it's not really going to impede the push all that much. It's the solo RB. And to be honest, I shove on the Razor, just taking him down.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean,
is under
why not?
attack.
He's dead,
Yeah.
his buyback is on cooldown, that's 70 seconds downtime, you can just take high ground here.
No cares.
Radiant's middle
But they
tower
don't?
has fallen.
He's gonna take the tower, now they're gonna deal with the 3-7 fights a nightmare. into the Enfeeble, into the Fiend Script, which is gonna last forever and a day if they need to, unless the Chronosphere comes in. And there's the Bashes with the DD rune. They're gonna take down one. Look for two of the Bashes, they're real! And they're putting down Zephyr. And now can he get himself out? Time walk up to the high ground.
They just killed 2 heroes.
Boy's still alive.
Oh, you have to get them. You have to get them here, Denny.
Ooh,
You need him, but he gets out. Denny doesn't have a blink. He doesn't have any way to get down there. Puck is outmaneuvering them too. He puts the travel off cooldown. He gets out of there. That was the best case scenario for them. Got a DD, interrupted the ultimate there on the Fiend Script on the Puck. Holy shit.
DD into 4-man Chrono. You solo kill 2 of them and get out. This is...
I love Dota 2.
Oh my god.
I did not see that one coming.
How much is it gonna matter though in the end? Let's be real. It was pretty damn cruel, but is it gonna save the game for them?
I'm not sure it's gonna save the game for them, but hold on. Alright. Alright. I opened up Dota Plus and Dota, or Lord and Savior Gaben doesn't seem to think that that made a whole lot of difference, but I disagree. I think that it gives them a little bit of momentum, it gives the Faceless Void a bit of gold, and holy shit, is that ever going to be a confidence booster for Alpha Reds as this game goes on? Morale is real, drag and drop, and robots cannot judge it.
We just need double damage wounds and 4-man Chronos. Let's do that again and we win the game. Well, as I said though, it did give them 1 or 2 minutes where Tigers were not as confident playing on the rated side of the map, but already changed his feel as he continues to just keep the opposite side lane pushed out with this combo, not keeping away. Moonmeander, he doesn't have much to travel, he can't actually join up with the rest of the friend, which is a bit tricky when you're talking about high ground. You don't want to 4v5 that. Maybe you do with the butterfly, you still have the Aegis for another minute.
I mean, he's feeling confident, but...
with his own ult, Solitic, trying to steal some of this damage. The Yules even to make it more. What the hell, Zephyr? He just works the RP. I don't know how, don't know why, but also have a big ult. The RP stolen from Boom! With the Earth split in, they get 2 kills. One of them is the Aegis with the Chronosphere. A little bit early, but to depth damage, no, not with the Fiend Script coming through. Now, McKenzie though, and the pack in the side from Nervsland, still bouncing through back and forth over towards the creeps. But now, another big stun on the Razor, still sees him dead. They couldn't get Mushi a second time.
No, as big as some of these plays here by the Alpha Reds are. Yeah.
Try to get the lift, stealing damage. No lift this time from Solitic. He has a self-Yules. Still has an extra 150 damage to work with, but not enough control. Tigers will just be able to walk away.
I mean, Alpha Reds are playing some disciplined Dota at the moment, but I feel like just a little slip up in each of these fights gives it like a little bit of breathing room to Alpha Red, and they're going down kicking and screaming.
Imagine if that Aegis was not there in that moment. Juggernaut would just straight up be dead, and no easy way to immediately go back into the fight, even if he fought back at something.
And that'd be huge. The amount of net worth on him is insane, so that gold swing... Oh my god.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the Centaur stuff. Moonmeander trolling Dendy a little bit there.
Well, means the tier 1's probably going to go down now unless someone else CPAs and
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Have to pick up the slack now.
Yep. He is doing his job right now on the puck though, keeping these lanes pushed out, forcing the enemies back whenever they can. But I was talking about this earlier, and you're only given more and more time for Tigers to come out ahead. If you take a look at the Team XP and net worth, it's just a slope. It looks like an upside down mountain.
Sure.
You know exactly what I mean. Come on.
I know the kind of mountain, do you know?
Upside down mountain?
Silence.
It's like a mountain in Australia.
That's how it works at all. Anyway, top lane's pushing in, but Tigers has had enough again. They're gonna try once more to breach high ground, and this time they will be successful when it comes to tier 3. Hit the illusions at the range tracks, doing some unhealable damage, as they say.
Dire's top tower is under
But if they want to keep
attack.
their own towers alive, they have to react again. Gotta go to Alpha Red here. Feelers just constantly God, he's also making use of this TP trick with the TP scrolls on top of the boots of travel, so he bounces back and forth.
Yeah, even faster. Yeah, keeping them in this game here. I mean, it does open up shrines, and you're playing Disciplined Dota here on Tigers. I was talking about that. Going, as soon as they take the tier 3, just cutting off whatever room that the enemies have on the map, limiting the places this puck can TP to at the moment. So I think they take the bottom shrine. They continue to get maybe one more item. They're sitting on a bunch of net worth on a few of these heroes here. And take next Roche and then see what happens. So the telltale of how long this game is going to be is going to probably come up another 30 seconds here when we see this Roche timer.
Tigers might want to hold out until they can get that extra Aegis entry. Well, you would think that there's not a whole lot that Alpha Red can farm, but you would be right. Even though they've been doing good jobs scraping whatever they can off of the map. Like we see Jackie farm Diaside jungle for a while even. Smoked up. They realize that Roshan is close to potential respawn. The high ground is on Roshi. There's a short respawn actually from Roche, so if they recognize these, maybe they can sneak it for themselves, but already showing themselves in mid.
Yep, not a chance, and that's exactly where Tiger is going to want to be, so they're going to walk down the pit any second here. Or should they time Roche? Here you go, Dendy. Get in there, buddy. There it is. So they know Roche is back up. You do have all these huge teamfight ultimates on the side of Alpha Reds. Chronosphere, Puck's Dream Coil, Elder Titan Stomp, and Earth Splitters, like some of the best tools in the game. You're taking Roche on, so you'd be a bit careful taking it. At least pick off 1 or 2 heroes first, or know for a fact the enemies are in the base. And hope that you can, I guess, burst down Roche fast enough.
Tigers, they're making this movement to take control of this area, to put down the wall. They've already taken the shrine earlier. They only need Mushi inside the Roche pit. He's just dealing with that just fine all by himself. Fearless on the other side, of course, to see him push out this wave, but at this point it's probably worth giving up a tier 2 for these game-winning items, well, potentially game-winning items.
Yep, Aegis and Cheese here are some of the last things that they're going to need in order to secure this game. Down goes Roshan, Aegis and Cheese, and the backpack of the Juggernaut. Tier 2 does go down, do the double catapult there in the bottom wave, but I think they're just kind of going to let that happen, because the enemies, they're looking for blood now. Or Tigers here, so.
Woke up. Still saw it though, they actually reward this observer for some reason. Alpha Red, they know exactly what's going on.
Dire scanning.
Right.
I guess now maybe we'll come and gang the shrine.
Under attack.
The shrine didn't see that one coming, that's for sure. So
true.
They're going to take a little bit more time because of that. Dendi heads back, defends his tier 3 here, takes down these catapults, so I think he'll just push down this wave and then meet up with his team there in the mid lane. Come on. Dendi not really deciding where he wants to go. Stutter stepped a little bit there.
In these kind of situations, wouldn't you not want to prioritize someone getting a boots of travel so you can PP scroll back and then push out the wave a little bit and then PP back to your team immediately?
Yeah, but I don't think they're worried about it just because they're too far ahead to be worried about it. I think they just want to secure these last item and then push the high ground here. I think this Aegis is the Aegis they want to win the game with. So boots of travel would be kind of redundant.
Good indeed. He picked himself up a blink dagger since. Makes his boy potentially escaping again.
Yeah, I'm sure that made him quite angry.
Gives you the ability to immediately follow up the back this initiation, or just initiate on a single time for yourself. Also, can we talk about how this empower effect is on the sword arm and the shield arm?
He hits people with his shield. Yeah. Maybe get a cleave dragon tail.
Pretty fun.
Also slightly OP as there's some of these wards flicking away these main racks. They don't want to expose themselves to big Dream Coil or Chronosphere or something, so they have the Aegis carry in front. Cool, calm, and collected. Then you're moving on. corrosive breath up
Radiant's
on the tower.
is under attack.
We'll take this front line. At some point, you just gotta get in and do something here, but
Radiant's
how do you stop this?
I'm not sure you do. I mean, you're waiting for that perfect moment where the enemies are just slightly out of position, but I'm not sure that perfect moment is coming. This sure isn't it.
You have to lift the Omni Slash. Not doing a whole lot of damage here because all this damage done. He's still stealing it through that Omni Slash Samushi. Completely wasted that one. Done an 80 plus damage on solo takes, which means the Tigers will have to wait this one out just a little bit longer. Pick up boundary runs, I guess.
They got a little bit fast there on the range track. They took that set in the mid, but they do back off a little bit. They just still on the Juggernaut, and I'm sure they'll want to use this. How long do they have here? Another minute and 30 seconds? Yeah, that sounds right. So, Deadly pushing down the bottom lane again because Puck keeps on getting pesky little Puck hands on it.
Radiant are
Puck out!
I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say Puck hands.
The hands of Puck.
Have you seen them though? They're kind of pathetic.
Well, who needs, like, yeah, I mean, he has,
look at them.
like,
They're all,
he's like 3 hands on each
dangling.
side, right? It's like,
yeah, they're all dangling and
hands.
gross though. Look at them.
They don't need to be nice, they just need to be functional.
Look at those fingers. They don't look functional.
How dare you judge Puck? Racist dude.
I mean, I don't know how he evolved that way.
Looking into the lore right now and
fingernails
realize
too.
how powerful
Anyway,
Puck is.
I'm getting distracted from the game after looking at his fingers closely.
It's not time to talk about Bane's fingers. He also has like 2 different hands right now.
No, it's little legs that are really gross. This
Anyway.
kind of limp.
Now about something completely different yet way more relevant to the game. They get the range axes. A few catapults to work with here, chipping away at the melees, and they're just staring. Alpha Reds come in, initiates, and somehow counter this out, but they just lost the Aegis. Tigers, well, giving them some more time. Do not want to be the ones to make the first move, initiating on the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, how much net with advantage do you need next? You're going for your Abyssal Blade and the Juggernaut? Already, yeah, you have enough gold for it now. Just need to buy the Vitality Booster from the secret shop. Dazzle, finishing up his Necronomicon, 2nd level coming towards him right now. Magnus, not really a whole lot. Let's take a look at the courier here. Actually, yeah, they got a lot of items coming on the courier.
Just a tiny amount.
Yeah, Dandy finishing up his Assault BKB already. So, what do you need here from Alpha Reds?
Miracle?
Miracle? He's on Liquid.
He was on the SCA team.
Oh, Complexity. Yeah. The other Miracle.
The other Miracle.
Silence!
I mean, the plan still has to be the same, right? Land the combo of your life. Get into a point where Faces Void can do some damage. He has the BKB to protect him. It doesn't quite work up against the Fiend script though, so you still have to find a way to deal with that, which again should be the job of Fearless, blinking into the backline. She's going super hammy, stealing a lot of damage from this Juggernaut. These kind of things, like this, this single move makes sure the Tigers cannot take a fight. Because Mushi's not doing any damage, and
I want to say you are speaking a little bit too soon. As soon as this static mech wears off, this is when the Juggernaut wants to go in.
it's true, Omni Slash. Okay, they burst him down instantly with the buyback. The Chronos Beyond too. They're ready to go. Worth a follow-up combo, couple of right clicks. They have enough here to deal with this Juggernaut. The RP to turn this around on 3 different people. Now Mushi is not going to be enough space for him to walk away. Maybe it is with the heals with Sherlock Ray. Then near the front lines now to disarm, catches the Faces Void. He cannot continue. Puck with a secondary buyback as the Healing Ward gets everyone ready to go. Blink forward, skewer back. That's boom, down for the count.
Yep, another buyback from Rubik here, but it's not going to be enough. You've used all of your abilities now. You have no Earth Splitter, you have no Dream Coil, you have no Chronosphere. The enemies are still ready to go. You can't do anything anymore.
Top turrets are under attack.
Over right here. Startling. Doesn't last forever. It went in just as that expired.
What the heck? You got the puck? How?
How is that possible?
So the skewer starts a little bit behind Magnus, and
Radiant's top
Puck, I think, thought Magnus was past him when he cancelled his phase shift there.
Well, the phase shift got dragged with him, so it's 2 diags, I guess.
Radiant's top
Even though visually he dodged it, as far as game mechanics go, the game mechanics just didn't care.
Thanks, Ice Frog, I guess.
It's a beta.
The end of it now. Goodness. I mean, they're just not calling it just yet. Another Blink Skewer all the way to the side, bring that Void, they bring that Boom, and they get the Jingy Jingy call. Alpha Red is out, and Tigers will move on.
Pretty convincing victory from Tigers on top of it all game. Playing pretty there was a couple plays out of Alpha Reds that were pretty insane. I mean, that Faceless Void saving the puck there with that Chronosphere in the mid lane, and both of them getting out of that. It was an insane play by them, but well played to Tigers. 40k net worth up at 40 minutes, I'd say. Again, pretty one-sided game.